matchup with Detroit Mercy. What ended up being the difference in this one?
Just we couldn't make a basket. The final, whatever it was, 2:30, 3 minutes to go in the game. I think we went 8 straight possessions without making a basket. So you have to give credit to Detroit. I think it's very, very difficult to sweep a team in this league. When you do that, those are very, very valuable to the equation, to what they're trying to, how they're seeding us for this conference tournament. So you have to tip their hat. You have to tip your hat to them. They did a tremendous job in crunch time, getting the stops that they needed.
Sure, I can sense frustration. How tough does this stretch mean for you? I mean, last week lose by a point, get swept here. I can kind of sense some frustration.
Yeah, I think most coaches, Dana, across the country are losing their minds. You're looking at some of these interviews with these coaches and, some of the teams that traditionally have been powers. You're seeing a lot of frustration. I'm more disappointed for our guys. But, I think it's the way we're losing. Last Friday you lost, at a tip-in at the buzzer. Last night you lost in a single possession. I can't tell you how many coaches Dana has said, man, your year would be so much different with Darius Quisenberry, first team all-league player. I mean, there hasn't been a coach that we've played that hasn't said that. But you know what? Our guys have never, ever made any excuses. The reality of it is we didn't have very much practice. We set out all November. We get thrown into the fire. We just got to somehow find a way to win these close games. I mean, the reality of it is you're every game one possession game. So it's deflating. I think it's disappointing, but I think people that persevere and are champions in life, they continue to go. They continue to keep going. And my wife is a big believer in this is where we're supposed to be. We knew. Coming to Youngstown, we wanted to get this basketball program where it needed to be. We're going to continue to do that. I think our players have been tremendous throughout this whole ordeal. This has been a utter disaster, to be honest with you, dealing with all the different things we're dealing with. It's hard every day, Dana. And then you throw in a whole bunch of games that literally go down to the wire. You got to keep your vision forward. You got to do the best you can. I received some hate mail last night. Some guy sent me an email, just bashing me and what a disgrace our defense was and this and that. So, people are going to take shots at you when you lose. This is sports are a win mentality, right? What have you done for me now? And I don't know, everybody really truly understands what this team has been up against. But in the end, if you stay together and you stay the course, the reality of it's coming down to a 3-game tournament or a 4-game tournament. So a lot of basketball to be played, and we just got to stay the course,
With that being said, you mentioned, you didn't score maybe on your last 8 possessions. You're up 72-69. Are you satisfied with shot selection over those last 5 possessions?
Yeah, Dana, that team is very difficult to play against. You have to look at our roster. We start a freshman point guard. Our backup point guard is a freshman. Our 2 guard is a freshman. So the reality of it is a lot of these guys are playing collegiate basketball for the first time. So what do you struggle against? Passing, right? Learning how to play against the zone. You've got to be able to move bodies, move hands. It's easier said than done. I think with experience, you become better against a zone. But I can promise you, we practice it every day. We practiced it for 4 days. And I thought we had some looks. I don't want to judge or rush to judgment till I watch the tape. But sometimes in sports, the ball doesn't go your way. The ball doesn't bounce. For whatever reason this year, the ball has bounced the other way, right? Whether it's a tip in, whether it's a 3 last night, whether it's the last 4 or 5 possession of tonight. So what can you do? You sit around, you sulk, you pout, you feel sorry for yourself, you listen to fans that are going to bash you or whoever's going to bash you. You know, the reality of it is our team is young. Our team is together. And it's been a difficult year. Yeah, it has. But you know, we got a lot of basketball left. As crazy as that sounds.
Coach, you do anything differently tonight against your zone to get Nas more involved? He ends up with 20 points and 11 rebounds and was obviously a lot more active right from the start.
Well, we just told the guys throw him the ball. You know, there's a reason he gets 16, 17 points a game. You know, last night we made threes. So when guys are open, they're going to shoot them. We made a lot of threes last night. So he didn't get as many touches tonight. We put a big emphasis on if we're not open from three, our feet aren't set, throw the thing inside to him and allow him to get the ball in the rim and make plays. And he did a nice job with that, you know.
Coach, after this weekend, what's kind of your message to your team?
You know, Robert, probably, you know, similar to what we've been saying, you know, we're going to be try to be resilient, try to get better, a little bit better each day, kind of see big picture here, where we're at. I don't think there's anybody happy in the whole organization or, you know, we had great expectations coming into this season. You know, we were picked second. Never in a million years could I imagine that we wouldn't have three really good players part of that team. Never in a million years could I imagine the league would have put us on the road 8 out of 10. Never could I ever imagine we would not been able to practice the whole month of November. So it's been a difficult deal, to say the least. But I think the message is you got to be resilient. You can't feel sorry for yourself. You can't sit around and mope. You got to work. The only way you get out of these holes and you find success, whether it's basketball or real life, you got to punch in the clock and go to work. You know, I'm not going to sit around and sulk and pout and feel sorry for our team. We got to find a way to win. At the end of the day, you got to win.
Sure, with that being said, I know it's all wins and losses that the fans look up, but do you think your team is playing better as the season's moved on?
You know, I think we have to figure out how you win basketball games. When you're up 5 with 3 minutes to go, you gotta have of a mindset of okay, we probably have maybe 8 to 10 possessions left in this basketball game, right, Dana? So every possession becomes really critical. What are we looking to try to do here on offense? How are we going to stop them defensively? I don't think we've figured that out yet collectively as a group, how to close out basketball games and win tight games yet. And I think that is hard when you're young and you're playing a lot of young guys. That's hard. It's going to come over time. You know, but do I think we're playing better? Yeah. I mean, the reality of it is, you know, we've actually been playing for a while now. You know, early in the year, you know, the reason we were really bad is, you know, quite honestly, we didn't have a team. You know, we didn't see him the whole month. You know, we didn't see him for pretty much the whole month of November. You know, we had a whole team out.